Hi, this is Janet at the Bright Star Care Franchise Support Center. In this short video, I'll show you the enhancements we've made to ABS Mobile with the 16.0 upgrade. These changes are specific to the caregiver. We'll focus on this simplified clock-out workflow, and I'll also point out some new tabs you'll now see on the Active Shift event screen. These are in preparation for the future. So let's get started with change number 1. The new tabs across the top of the clock-in screen. So, nothing has changed with the clock-in process. You'll still start from the home screen by clicking Shift Not Started. This then takes you to the familiar Active Shift event screen. Here's where you'll see the new tabs across the top: Active Shift, Task List, and Plan of Care. Active Shift is the screen we're on, and the one that you're already familiar with. For now, you can ignore the task list and the plan of care tabs. These will be used in the future when we move to a mobile-based task list. To clock in, do what you normally do and click Start Shift. Okay, now let's look at change number 2, the simplified clock-out workflow. Again, the clock-out process starts the same. You still click the End Shift button. Then you see the change. Instead of the pop-up window, you will now see the Client Approval screen. Here's where the client may review and validate your time worked. You also have the option to edit your time if necessary. We'll look at that feature in a minute. And then there are 2 options at the bottom to either get the client signature or complete your timesheet without a signature. Let's first look at the Get Signature workflow. So, have the client review your time worked at the top of the screen. Then you click Get Signature. This takes us to the familiar Client Approval screen, where the client adds his or her signature, then clicks Approve. To finish up, you touch the back button to complete your time and go back to the home screen. Here we are on the home screen. We see the shift has been completed, which indicates you submitted your time and no further action is necessary. Remember, you'll only use the Get Signature button if your agency requires you to get the client's approval. Okay, now let's look at when the client's signature is not needed. Here we are back at the Client Approval screen, where we click No Signature Needed. This bypasses the client signature screen altogether and goes directly to the home screen. Here we see the shift has been completed and no further action is necessary. Okay, now let's briefly look at how to edit or adjust your time when clocking out. Here we are back again at the Client Approval screen. In this example, we want to edit our time. So I'll click the Edit Time button. This takes us to the familiar Active Shift event screen. Here I'll edit my start time, then add a comment. Then I'll scroll down and tap Complete. We then land back on the Client Approval screen where we see the adjusted time. In this case, the 1 p.m. start time. I can then move forward to get the client signature, or, like in this example, click No Client Signature Needed or click No Signature Needed to complete my shift. Okay, so one last note. One more time, back at the Client Approval screen, you'll see some new text which indicates no electronic task list is available. Please complete a paper task list for this client. Again, this is new language, which is a placeholder for when we move to a mobile-based task list. For now, you can ignore and continue to document your visit as you do today. So that's it. We showed you the simplified clock out workflow and a few new tabs and language that will be used in the future. Expect to see these changes after the upcoming 16.0 upgrade. And contact your local office with any questions. Bye for now.